10 phrases to describe offending or upsetting people. They got off on the wrong foot. They got off on the wrong foot. He got on the teacher's bad side. He got on the teacher's bad side. She took offense at his comment. She took offense at his comment. He has a chip on his shoulder. He has a chip on his shoulder. She got bent out of shape. She got bent out of shape. He left in a huff. He left in a huff. She got her panties in a wad. She got her panties in a wad. He has a short fuse. He has a short fuse. She dissed my mother. She dissed my mother. He got his nose out of joint. He got his nose out of joint. 10 phrases for bad travel experiences. My flight was overbooked. My flight was overbooked. My flight was delayed. My flight was delayed. My flight was canceled. My flight was canceled. My luggage was lost. My luggage was lost. I was jet-lagged. I was jet-lagged. My hotel was in a seedy area. My hotel was in a seedy area. I was mugged. I was mugged. The weather was miserable. The weather was miserable. I got the runs. I got the runs. The place was a tourist trap. The place was a tourist trap. I couldn't wait to get back home. I couldn't wait to get back home. 10 phrases for drinking alcohol. It's on me. It's on me. I'd like to make a toast. I'd like to make a toast. Here's to your health. Here's to your health. Another round of drinks, please. Another round of drinks, please. Put it on my tab. Put it on my tab. He's a bit tipsy. He's a bit tipsy. He's completely sloshed. He's completely sloshed. He's completely wasted. He's completely wasted. He's completely plastered. He's completely plastered. She's trying to drown her sorrows. She's trying to drown her sorrows. I'm the designated driver. I'm the designated driver. I had a hangover. I had a hangover. I was hungover. I was hungover. 15 comparative idioms. It's as light as a feather. It's as light as a feather. It's as dry as a bone. It's as dry as a bone. It's as flat as a pancake. It's as flat as a pancake. He's as mad as a hornet. He's as mad as a hornet. It's as old as the hills. It's as old as the hills. It's as quick as lightning. It's as quick as lightning. She's as sick as a dog. She's as sick as a dog. He's as strong as an ox. He's as strong as an ox. They're as different as night and day. They're as different as night and day. She's as stubborn as a mule. She's as stubborn as a mule. He's as proud as a peacock. He's as proud as a peacock. She's as white as a sheet. She's as white as a sheet. It's as solid as a rock. It's as solid as a rock. It's as good as new. It's as good as new. It's as clear as mud. It's as clear as mud. 5 ways to check if the other person understands you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Are you with me so far? Are you with me so far? Is that clear? Is that clear? 5 ways to say someone is wrong. I'm afraid that's not quite right. I'm afraid that's not quite right. I'm afraid you're mistaken. I'm afraid you're mistaken. No, you've got it wrong. No, you've got it wrong. No, that's all wrong. No, that's all wrong. Baloney. Baloney. Bullshit. Bullshit. 5 ways to say someone is smart. He's really sharp. He's really sharp. She's brilliant. She's brilliant. He's very bright. He's very bright. She's a genius. She's a genius. He's a smart cookie. He's a smart cookie. 5 ways to say someone is stupid. He's not the sharpest tool in the shed. He's not the sharpest tool in the shed. She's a few cards short of a deck. She's a few cards short of a deck. He's a bit slow. He's a bit slow. She's a complete idiot. She's a complete idiot. He's really dumb. He's really dumb. 10 ways to avoid answering a question. No comment. No comment. I'm not at liberty to say. I'm not at liberty to say. Wait and see. Wait and see. Let me get back to you. Let me get back to you. I'm sorry, that's confidential. I'm sorry, that's confidential. I'm sorry, that's personal. I'm sorry, that's personal. I'd rather not talk about it. I'd rather not talk about it. It's none of your business. It's none of your business. Mind your own business. Mind your own business. Why do you want to know? Why do you want to know? 10 phrases for good luck and bad luck. Good luck. Good luck. Better luck next time. Better luck next time. Just my luck. Just my luck. Lucky you. Lucky you. That was a stroke of luck. That was a stroke of luck. Some people have all the luck. Some people have all the luck. As luck would have it. As luck would have it. He's down on his luck. He's down on his luck. No such luck. No such luck. What rotten luck. What rotten luck. 10 phrases for worries and relief. I'm scared that. I'm scared that. I can't help thinking that. I can't help thinking that. It's been keeping me up at night. It's been keeping me up at night. What if? What if? Phew. Phew. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. What a relief. What a relief. You had me worried for a moment. You had me worried for a moment. You have no idea what a relief it is. You have no idea what a relief it is. That's a huge load off my mind. That's a huge load off my mind. 10 phrases for talking about the future. It'll happen any day now. It'll happen any day now. It's right around the corner. It's right around the corner. In the near future. In the near future. It will or won't happen in our lifetime. It will or won't happen in our lifetime. It's a sign or taste of things to come. It's a sign or taste of things to come. I'm counting down the days until. I'm counting down the days until. Sooner or later. Sooner or later. It's bound to happen eventually. It's bound to happen eventually. I'll get around to it. I'll get around to it. I'll do it right away. I'll do it right away. I'll get right on it. I'll get right on it. Time will tell. Time will tell. 10 phrases for compliments. You look nice. You look nice. You look amazing. You look amazing. What a beautiful necklace. What a beautiful necklace. I like your shirt. I like your shirt. The lasagna's delicious. The lasagna's delicious. You're a fantastic cook. You're a fantastic cook. My compliments to the chef. My compliments to the chef. What a nice apartment. What a nice apartment. You have a beautiful home. You have a beautiful home. He's so cute. He's so cute. Your kids are a lot of fun. Your kids are a lot of fun. 5 phrases for responding to bad news. Oh no. Oh no. That's terrible. That's terrible. Poor you. Poor you. I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm sorry for your loss. I'm sorry for your loss. 10 phrases for invitations. Are you free Saturday night? Are you free Saturday night? Are you doing anything Saturday night? Are you doing anything Saturday night? Let me check my calendar. Let me check my calendar. Do you want to see a movie? Do you want to see a movie? Would you like to join me for dinner? Would you like to join me for dinner? I'd love to. I'd love to. Sounds great. Sounds great. I'd love to, but I have another commitment. I'd love to, but I have another commitment. I don't think I can. I don't think I can. Maybe another time. Maybe another time. 5 ways to make and respond to an offer. Would you like a drink? Would you like a drink? Do you want some water? Do you want some water? Can I get you something to eat? Can I get you something to eat? That'd be great, thanks. That'd be great, thanks. No thanks, I'm okay. No thanks, I'm okay. 6 phrases for talking about future plans. I'm going to. I'm going to. I'm planning to. I'm planning to. I hope to. I hope to. I'd like to. I'd like to. I might. I might. I may. I may. I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about. 10 ways to talk about likes and dislikes. I love soccer. I love soccer. I'm really into soccer. I'm really into soccer. I live for soccer. I live for soccer. Soccer is my thing. Soccer is my thing. I'm crazy about soccer. I'm crazy about soccer. I'm not a huge fan of modern art. I'm not a huge fan of modern art. Modern art isn't my cup of tea. Modern art isn't my cup of tea. I don't really care for modern art. I don't really care for modern art. I'm not into modern art. I'm not into modern art. I can't stand modern art. I can't stand modern art. 10 ways to ask how someone is. How are you? How are you? How's it going? How's it going? How you doing? How you doing? How are things? How are things? How's life? How's life? How have you been? How have you been? How's your family? How's your family? What's up? What's up? What's new? What's new? What have you been up to lately? What have you been up to lately? 10 ways to say how you are. I'm fine, thanks. How about you? I'm fine, thanks. How about you? Pretty good. Pretty good. Not bad. Not bad. Great. Great. Couldn't be better. Couldn't be better. Can't complain. Can't complain. I've been busy. I've been busy. Same as always. Same as always. Not so great. Not so great. Could be better. Could be better. 5 phrases for promises and resolutions. I really should. I really should. I promise that I'll. I promise that I'll. I swear I'll. I swear I'll. I swear I won't. I swear I won't. No matter what happens, I'm going to. No matter what happens, I'm going to. Come hell or high water, I'll. Come hell or high water, I'll. 10 excuses for being late. Sorry I'm late. Sorry I'm late. I overslept. I overslept. My alarm didn't go off. My alarm didn't go off. I had to wait ages for a bus. I had to wait ages for a bus. The bus was late. The bus was late. The traffic was terrible. The traffic was terrible. I couldn't find a parking spot. I couldn't find a parking spot. I got lost coming here. I got lost coming here. I was tied up in a meeting. I was tied up in a meeting. I just lost track of time. I just lost track of time. 5 ways to say someone is correct. That's right. That's right. That's spot on. That's spot on. You've hit the nail on the head. You've hit the nail on the head. You've nailed it. You've nailed it. I suppose so. I suppose so. I'm afraid you're right. I'm afraid you're right. 5 ways to ask for help. I need a little help. I need a little help. Could you help me out? Could you help me out? Could you give me a hand? Could you give me a hand? Could you spare a couple minutes? Could you spare a couple minutes? Could you do me a favor? Could you do me a favor? 5 ways to ask someone else to do something. Would you mind opening the window? Would you mind opening the window? Could you please turn off the lights? Could you please turn off the lights? Can you pass me the chicken? Can you pass me the chicken? Please send me the information. Please send me the information. I'd appreciate it if you could wash the dishes. I'd appreciate it if you could wash the dishes. 5 ways to interrupt someone. Sorry to interrupt, but... Sorry to interrupt, but... Excuse me, could I talk to you for a minute? Excuse me, could I talk to you for a minute? Excuse me, do you have a minute? Excuse me, do you have a minute? Could I jump in here? Could I jump in here? Sorry, I just want to say that. Sorry, I just want to say that. May I have a word? May I have a word? Keep up the good work. Keep up the good work. That was a nice try. That was a nice try. That's a real improvement. That's a real improvement. You're on the right track. You're on the right track. You've almost got it. You've almost got it. 5 ways to make a suggestion. How about? How about? How about trying something new? How about trying something new? Why don't you? Why don't you? Why don't you talk to your boss? Why don't you talk to your boss? Maybe we should. Maybe we should. Maybe we should do more research. Maybe we should do more research. I'd recommend. I'd recommend. I'd recommend going to the doctor. I'd recommend going to the doctor. Have you thought about? Have you thought about? Have you thought about buying a new computer? Have you thought about buying a new computer? 10 phrases for asking or talking about jobs. Where do you work? Where do you work? What do you do? What do you do? What do you do for a living? What do you do for a living? I work at Microsoft. I work at Microsoft. I'm an accountant. I'm an accountant. I'm unemployed. I'm unemployed. I'm between jobs at the moment. I'm between jobs at the moment. I'm looking for work. I'm looking for work. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I'm a stay-at-home dad. I'm a stay-at-home dad. I run my own business. I run my own business. I'm a freelance writer. I'm a freelance writer. I'm retired. I'm retired. 10 phrases for describing relationships. I'm single. I'm single. I have a boyfriend. I have a boyfriend. I have a girlfriend. I have a girlfriend. We're engaged. We're engaged. We're getting married in June. We're getting married in June. I'm married. I'm married. I've been married for 10 years. I've been married for 10 years. I'm divorced. I'm divorced. I'm widowed. I'm widowed. I'm not looking for anything serious. I'm not looking for anything serious. I'm not quite over my ex. I'm not quite over my ex. 5 ways to ask for clarification. Pardon? Pardon? Would you mind repeating that? Would you mind repeating that? What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm not sure I follow you. I'm not sure I follow you. Could you explain? Could you explain? 10 ways to say hello and goodbye. Hello. Hello. Hi. Hi. Hey. Hey. Hi there. Hi there. Howdy. Howdy. Bye. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. See you later. See you later. Take care. Take care. Have a good one. Have a good one. 10 informal ways to say yes and no. Yeah. Yeah. Yup. Yup. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Sure. Sure. Nope. Nope. Nah. Nah. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. No way. No way. 10 phrases for talking about TV. Where's the remote? Where's the remote? Is there anything good on? Is there anything good on? Can I change the channel? Can I change the channel? I've already seen this episode. I've already seen this episode. This is a rerun. This is a rerun. I love this show. I love this show. There are too many commercials. There are too many commercials. Stop channel surfing. Stop channel surfing. Check the TV guide. Check the TV guide. It's the season finale. It's the season finale. 10 phrases you'll hear in the airport. Do you have any bags to check? Do you have any bags to check? Would you like a window seat or an aisle seat? Would you like a window seat or an aisle seat? Here's your boarding pass. Here's your boarding pass. Your flight leaves from gate 15. Your flight leaves from gate 15. Your seat number is 8F. Your seat number is 8F. Flight 800 is now boarding. Flight 800 is now boarding. Your flight has been delayed. Your flight has been delayed. Your flight has been canceled. Your flight has been canceled. This is the final call for Flight 800. This is the final call for Flight 800. What is the purpose of your trip? What is the purpose of your trip? 10 ways to talk about price. It cost a fortune. It cost a fortune. It cost an arm and a leg. It cost an arm and a leg. That's a rip-off. That's a rip-off. I can't afford it. I can't afford it. That's a bit pricey. That's a bit pricey. That's quite reasonable. That's quite reasonable. It's 20% off. It's 20% off. That's a good deal. That's a good deal. It was a real bargain. It was a real bargain. It was dirt cheap. It was dirt cheap. 5 phrases for hot weather. It's nice and warm today. It's nice and warm today. It's absolutely boiling. It's absolutely boiling. We're having a real heat wave. We're having a real heat wave. The sun's really strong today. The sun's really strong today. It's hot and humid. It's hot and humid. 5 phrases for cold weather. It's a little chilly. It's a little chilly. It's freezing. It's freezing. The temperature's dropping. The temperature's dropping. Make sure to bundle up. Make sure to bundle up. We're expecting some winter weather. We're expecting some winter weather. 5 phrases for talking about rain. It's drizzling. It's drizzling. It's pouring. It's pouring. It's raining cats and dogs. It's raining cats and dogs. I got caught in a downpour. I got caught in a downpour. I think the rain's letting up. I think the rain's letting up. 10 ways to say you're tired. I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. I'm dead tired. I'm dead tired. I'm pooped. I'm pooped. I'm spent. I'm spent. I'm beat. I'm beat. I'm running on fumes. I'm running on fumes. I'm running on empty. I'm running on empty. I can hardly keep my eyes open. I can hardly keep my eyes open. I'm off to bed. I'm off to bed. I'm gonna hit the sack. I'm gonna hit the sack. It's bedtime for me. It's bedtime for me. 5 phrases for apologizing. I'm sorry that. I'm sorry that. I'm sorry that I was so rude yesterday. I'm sorry that I was so rude yesterday. It's my fault. It's my fault. Oops, sorry. Oops, sorry. I should have. I should have. I should have called you and told you I'd be late. I should have called you and told you I'd be late. I apologize for. I apologize for. I apologize for the delay. I apologize for the delay. 5 ways to respond to an apology. That's okay. That's okay. It happens. It happens. No problem. No problem. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I forgive you. I forgive you. 10 phrases for introductions. I just wanted to introduce myself. I'm Shayna. I just wanted to introduce myself. I'm Shayna. I don't think we've met before. My name's Shayna. I don't think we've met before. My name's Shayna. This is. I'd like you to meet. I'd like you to meet. Have you met? Have you met? I'd like to introduce you to. I'd like to introduce you to. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. It's a pleasure to meet you. It's a pleasure to meet you. Likewise. Likewise. And you. And you. 15 phrases for certainty and probability. I'm absolutely sure. I'm absolutely sure. I'm positive that. I'm positive that. I have no doubt that. I have no doubt that. I'm 100% certain. I'm 100% certain. I'm convinced that. I'm convinced that. Chances are that. Chances are that. Odds are that. Odds are that. I seriously doubt it. I seriously doubt it. I don't think so. I don't think so. Probably not. Probably not. It's not very likely. It's not very likely. There's not much chance of that. There's not much chance of that. I'd be very surprised if that happened. I'd be very surprised if that happened. I wouldn't bet on it. I wouldn't bet on it. That'll never happen. That'll never happen. 10 ways to say something is interesting or boring. It's fascinating. It's fascinating. It's intriguing. It's intriguing. I couldn't tear myself away. I couldn't tear myself away. I couldn't put it down. I couldn't put it down. I was so into it I lost track of time. I was so into it I lost track of time. It does nothing for me. It does nothing for me. I was bored to tears. I was bored to tears. I was bored to death. I was bored to death. I was dying of boredom. I was dying of boredom. It's about as exciting as watching paint dry. It's about as exciting as watching paint dry. 10 phrases for cheering someone up. What's the matter? What's the matter? What's wrong? What's wrong? Are you all right? Are you all right? You look a bit down. You look a bit down. Is there anything I can do to help? Is there anything I can do to help? Cheer up. Cheer up. Chin up. Chin up. It's not so bad. It's not so bad. Everything will be okay. Everything will be okay. Look on the bright side. Look on the bright side. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. 7 phrases for disappointment. What a pity. What a pity. What a shame. What a shame. How disappointing. How disappointing. That's too bad. That's too bad. Bummer. Bummer. It was a real letdown. It was a real letdown. It didn't live up to my expectations. It didn't live up to my expectations. 10 ways to say you don't believe someone. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. You're kidding. You're kidding. You're pulling my leg. You're pulling my leg. That's a bit of an exaggeration. That's a bit of an exaggeration. He's stretching the truth. He's stretching the truth. He's not telling the whole truth. He's not telling the whole truth. She's being economical with the truth. She's being economical with the truth. His story is fishy. His story is fishy. That's an outright lie. That's an outright lie. That's a pack of lies. That's a pack of lies. 15 phrases for being rich and poor. He's short on cash. He's short on cash. He's broke. He's broke. His bank account is overdrawn. His bank account is overdrawn. He's just scraping by. He's just scraping by. He makes minimum wage. He makes minimum wage. He's pinching pennies. He's pinching pennies. He's scrimping and saving. He's scrimping and saving. She's very wealthy. She's very wealthy. She's quite well off. She's quite well off. She's loaded. She's loaded. She's filthy rich. She's filthy rich. She inherited a fortune. She inherited a fortune. She's making a killing. She's making a killing. She's raking in the cash. She's raking in the cash. She's rolling in dough. She's rolling in dough. 10 phrases for talking about statistics. The crime rate rose. The crime rate rose. The crime rate went up. The crime rate went up. There was a sharp increase in crime. There was a sharp increase in crime. There was a gradual rise in crime. There was a gradual rise in crime. There was a spike in crime. There was a spike in crime. The crime rate reached its peak. The crime rate reached its peak. The crime rate plateaued. The crime rate plateaued. There was a slight decrease in crime. There was a slight decrease in crime. The crime rate dropped. The crime rate dropped. The crime rate plummeted. The crime rate plummeted. 10 ways to say someone's talented. She was born to dance. She was born to dance. He's a natural. He's a natural. She could do it in her sleep. She could do it in her sleep. He knows it inside out. He knows it inside out. She knows New York like the back of her hand. She knows New York like the back of her hand. She's a walking encyclopedia of philosophy. She's a walking encyclopedia of philosophy. He's in a class of his own. He's in a class of his own. He's the best in the business. He's the best in the business. She's very gifted. She's very gifted. He's a chemistry whiz. He's a chemistry whiz. 6 ways to show interest. Really? Really? That's interesting. That's interesting. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Right. Right. Gotcha. Gotcha. Sure. Sure. 5 ways to end a conversation politely. It was nice chatting with you. It was nice chatting with you. Well, it's getting late. Well, it's getting late. Anyway, I should get going. Anyway, I should get going. Sorry, but I'm afraid I need to. Sorry, but I'm afraid I need to. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I actually gotta run. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I actually gotta run. 10 phrases for telephone calls. Hi, this is Jane. Hi, this is Jane. May I speak with John Smith? May I speak with John Smith? Is John there? Is John there? I'm calling about. I'm calling about. I'm returning your call. I'm returning your call. 1 moment, please. 1 moment, please. Hang on a sec. Hang on a sec. He's not here. Would you like to leave a message? He's not here. Would you like to leave a message? Could you ask him to call me back? Could you ask him to call me back? Thanks for calling. Thanks for calling. 10 phrases for asking for information. Can you tell me? Can you tell me? Could you tell me? Could you tell me? I'd like to know. I'd like to know. Do you know? Do you know? Do you have any idea? Do you have any idea? Could anyone tell me? Could anyone tell me? Would you happen to know? Would you happen to know? I don't suppose you would know. I don't suppose you would know. I was wondering. I was wondering. I'm calling to find out. I'm calling to find out. 10 expressions about age. She's in her early 20s. She's in her early 20s. He's in his late 30s. He's in his late 30s. She just turned 6. She just turned 6. Act your age. Act your age. I'm not as young as I used to be. I'm not as young as I used to be. I'm not over the hill yet. I'm not over the hill yet. He's no spring chicken. He's no spring chicken. She's wise beyond her years. She's wise beyond her years. I'm having a senior moment. I'm having a senior moment. He lived to a ripe old age. He lived to a ripe old age. 10 phrases for shopping. Do you have? Do you have? Where can I find? Where can I find? I'm just browsing. I'm just browsing. I'm looking for. I'm looking for. How much is this? How much is this? Is this on sale? Is this on sale? Can I try it on? Can I try it on? I'll take it. I'll take it. Do you take credit cards? Do you take credit cards? I'd like to return this. I'd like to return this. I'd like to exchange this. I'd like to exchange this. 10 phrases for talking about food. I'm starving. I'm starving. Let's grab a bite to eat. Let's grab a bite to eat. How about eating out tonight? How about eating out tonight? I brought some snacks. I brought some snacks. This soup is delicious. This soup is delicious. Could I have another helping of potatoes? Could I have another helping of potatoes? I'll have. Could we get the check, please? Could we get the check, please? I'm full. I'm full. I'm stuffed. I'm stuffed. 10 phrases for telling someone to wait. Could you give me a minute? Could you give me a minute? Hang on a sec. Hang on a sec. Just a sec. Just a sec. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see. Let me think. Let me think. I'll be right with you. I'll be right with you. Bear with me. Bear with me. That'll have to wait. That'll have to wait. Wait and see. Wait and see. Not so fast. Not so fast. Hold your horses. Hold your horses. 10 phrases for estimating and guessing. If I had to take a guess, I'd say she's about 35 years old. If I had to take a guess, I'd say she's about 35 years old. It's difficult to say, but I think our customers are more satisfied. It's difficult to say, but I think our customers are more satisfied. Off the top of my head, I'd say the company has 500 employees. Off the top of my head, I'd say the company has 500 employees. It's about 10 miles away. It's about 10 miles away. It's around 3 hours long. It's around 3 hours long. I wouldn't be surprised if Peter asks Jill to marry him. I wouldn't be surprised if Peter asks Jill to marry him. There's a good chance it'll rain tomorrow. There's a good chance it'll rain tomorrow. I have a feeling the boss won't be happy about this. I have a feeling the boss won't be happy about this. I bet he'll be late. I bet he'll be late. Your guess is as good as mine. Your guess is as good as mine. 10 phrases for decisions. I'm debating between. I'm debating between. I can't make up my mind. I can't make up my mind. I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence. I'll take that into consideration. I'll take that into consideration. On the other hand, on the other hand, I'm having second thoughts. I'm having second thoughts. I changed my mind. I changed my mind. He convinced me to. He convinced me to. He persuaded me to. He persuaded me to. Looking back, I know it was the right decision. Looking back, I know it was the right decision. It's up to you. It's up to you. 10 ways to say thank you. Thanks. Thanks. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thanks a million. Thanks a million. Thanks for your help. Thanks for your help. Thanks for helping me. Thanks for helping me. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. I'm really grateful. I'm really grateful. That's so kind of you. That's so kind of you. I can't thank you enough. I can't thank you enough. I owe you one. I owe you one. 10 ways to respond to thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. No problem. No problem. No worries. No worries. Don't mention it. Don't mention it. My pleasure. My pleasure. Anytime. Anytime. It was the least I could do. It was the least I could do. Glad to help. Glad to help. Sure. Sure. Thank you. Thank you. 10 expressions for bad people. He's a creep. He's a creep. He's a pervert. He's a pervert. He's a sicko. He's a sicko. He's a scumbag. He's a scumbag. He's an asshole. He's an asshole. He's a jerk. He's a jerk. He's a bastard. He's a bastard. She's a bitch. She's a bitch. She's a psycho. She's a psycho. She's a slut. She's a slut. 10 words for describing speaking. He yelled. He yelled. She screamed. She screamed. I whispered. I whispered. We chatted. We chatted. He mumbled. He mumbled. My kids whined. My kids whined. He rambled. He rambled. He went on and on. He went on and on. She stammered. She stammered. I snapped at my husband. I snapped at my husband. He muttered. He muttered. 10 phrases for facial expressions. She was beaming. She was beaming. The kids were smiling from ear to ear. The kids were smiling from ear to ear. He looked puzzled. He looked puzzled. She grinned. She grinned. He winced when the doctor gave him an injection. He winced when the doctor gave him an injection. She gave me a dirty look. She gave me a dirty look. She blushed. She blushed. His eyes were glazed over. His eyes were glazed over. Why the long face? Why the long face? Her expression was unreadable. Her expression was unreadable. 10 phrases for agreeing. Exactly. Exactly. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's so true. That's so true. That's for sure. That's for sure. I agree 100%. I agree 100%. I couldn't agree with you more. I couldn't agree with you more. That's exactly what I think. That's exactly what I think. That's exactly how I feel. That's exactly how I feel. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. You're telling me. You're telling me. I'll say. I'll say. I suppose so. I suppose so. 10 phrases for disagreeing. I don't think so. I don't think so. I beg to differ. I beg to differ. I'm afraid I don't agree. I'm afraid I don't agree. I'm not so sure about that. I'm not so sure about that. That's not how I see it. That's not how I see it. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Yes, but. Yes, but. On the contrary. On the contrary. No way. No way. I totally disagree. I totally disagree. 5 phrases for responding to good news. Congratulations. Congratulations. That's great. That's great. How wonderful. How wonderful. Awesome. Awesome. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. 10 ways to encourage someone. You're doing great. You're doing great. Don't give up. Don't give up. Hang in there. Hang in there. You can do it. You can do it. Give it your best shot. Give it your best shot. Nice job. Nice job. You did great. You did great. 5 phrases for complaining. I'm not happy about this. I'm not happy about this. I'm sorry, but this is unacceptable. I'm sorry, but this is unacceptable. I'm not very satisfied with. I'm not very satisfied with. I can't stand it when. I can't stand it when. This sucks. This sucks. 10 phrases for remembering, reminding, and forgetting. I'll always remember. I'll always remember. I'll never forget. I'll never forget. If I remember correctly. If I remember correctly. As far as I can recall. As far as I can recall. I have a vague recollection of. I have a vague recollection of. It's on the tip of my tongue. It's on the tip of my tongue. My mind went blank. My mind went blank. It doesn't ring a bell. It doesn't ring a bell. Please remember to. Please remember to. Please don't forget to. Please don't forget to. I'd like to remind you about. I'd like to remind you about. You haven't forgotten to, have you? You haven't forgotten to, have you? It completely slipped my mind. It completely slipped my mind. 10 phrases for saying something is easy and difficult. It's a piece of cake. It's a piece of cake. It's a cinch. It's a cinch. It's a breeze. It's a breeze. Anyone can do it. Anyone can do it. There's nothing to it. There's nothing to it. It's hard. It's hard. It's a bit tricky. It's a bit tricky. It's really tough. It's really tough. It's not a walk in the park. It's not a walk in the park. It's very demanding. It's very demanding. 5 ways to say I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea. I have no clue. I have no clue. I can't help you there. I can't help you there. Beats me. Beats me. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure. I've been wondering that too. I've been wondering that too. 10 phrases for asking for someone's opinion and giving your opinion. What do you think about? What do you think about? How do you feel about? How do you feel about? What's your opinion of? What's your opinion of? What are your views on? What are your views on? In my opinion. In my opinion. I'd say. I'd say. Personally, I think. Personally, I think. Personally, I believe. Personally, I believe. If you ask me. If you ask me. The way I see it. The way I see it. From my point of view. From my point of view. 5 phrases for not having an opinion. I've never given it much thought. I've never given it much thought. I don't have strong feelings either way. I don't have strong feelings either way. It doesn't make any difference to me. It doesn't make any difference to me. I have no opinion on the matter. I have no opinion on the matter. Whatever. Whatever.